Alright, today we're going to be unboxing something a little bit different than what I typically unbox on the channel. This can be a knife, and this is a knife from Tekto. This is their A5 Spry. So it comes in kind of your standard knife box. Opens up just like this. And in the box is going to be your instruction manual. This is basically telling you a little bit about the company, their warranty, as well as caring for your blade, cleaning, sharpening, and storage. You're also going to get a Tekto Velcro patch. So it's got the Tekto skull logo on the front and their company name right there. And this is a rubber patch. You also get pretty much the same thing, but in sticker format. And this is a matte finish sticker. Also included, and this is where the knife is going to be housed, is a sheath. So the sheath is just going to be constructed of a nylon type material. Has a belt loop on the rear, and then a little lanyard loop, and it does Velcro on the front. So here's the knife. I have carried this knife for probably about 2 months now, and so it has seen some use, and not much wear is present on the knife. So these are available in 2 different anodized finishes. This one obviously is the black, and then there's also an OD green finish. The handle material is constructed of a 6061 T6 aluminum, and they are secured together via Torx screws, and there's 5 of them, 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom, 1 in the middle. And the texturing that's present here is also present on the other side. Now, one thing I will note that I noticed throughout my carrying is that I do wish that this texturing extended all the way down the handle, because when reaching out of my back pocket, this does tend to be a little bit slippery. It's not too terrible, but I am used to carrying my Benchmade Infidel, where the texturing on the back side, or I guess the front side, opposite of the clip, that texturing is very rough, and so pulling it out of the pocket in regards to the Benchmade is very easy. I did feel that this was a little bit slippery, but not a huge knock there. And you'll also see some texturing on the sides as well, and then also right here where your index finger will rest when deploying the knife. I really enjoyed this pocket clip. I like that there's nothing in the way on the back side of it, and it's very secure. It's a very tight pocket clip. These are constructed of steel, and they feature a black oxide coating. And then right there is going to be a laser etched Tekto skull logo, and on the top, and that is also what secures the pocket clip, is a glass breaker. And this, I do also want to mention that this pocket clip is reversible, so you can flip this over to the other side. All you need to do is remove the glass breaker and swap it over. The button is going to be constructed of 6061 aluminum, and it is also anodized black, and it's a very nice texturing on both sides, very easy to deploy. One thing I did really like about this when comparing it to my Benchmade Infidel was I like that it's a full thumb basically when deploying it, and when you're wanting to put it away, it's just the tip of your thumb right there. I kind of like that it's 2 different surfaces that you can really feel, and it kind of lends to the nature of using an OTF, of just pushing it like this and you're ready, and when you want to just put it away, it's just a quick and easy press of the button. So one thing I did notice with the deployment of this knife, when comparing it to the only other OTF that I have, my Infidel, is when I push the Infidel, there is definitely a, I don't know how to describe it, I guess a preload of pushing. So this one is the same tension throughout deployment and same tension when pushing it back in. There's not really a wall per se, and I'll go ahead and pull out the Infidel. So right here is what I'm talking about in regards to the preload. And you hit a wall right here, and then it comes out like that. Same as retracting the knife, is there's lots of preload here, and once you hit that wall, you just push past that and it goes back in. With this one, it's just same amount of force throughout the press, and it comes out just like that. Not really saying whether I like that or don't like that, just something I wanted to mention. All right, let's move on to the blade. So here's the blade, and I will mention that I did end up sharpening this myself. It didn't come with an extremely sharp edge from the factory, and so I just went ahead and sharpened it myself. So the cutting edge, that's going to be from this point here to the tip, is going to be 3.5 inches, And the blade width, going to be the width from this edge to this edge, is going to be 0.66 inches. Now these are also available in a tanto and drop point blade. All of them pretty much have the same blade length. And so this is sharpened on both sides of the blade. It's not a chisel type of blade like on the Infidel. Then you also have a fuller down the center on both sides. And laser etched on this side is going to be the Tekto logo. And then on this side is going to be the American flag and S35VN. And that's going to bring me into what the blade is constructed with. And that's CPM S35VN. If you didn't know what the S or V or what the 35 or N stands for, I'm just going to quickly go over that. So the S basically just means steel, V is for vanadium, and N is for niobium, and 35 is just used as a differentiator between the different generations of steel. Just to give you guys a little bit of facts on S35, according to Hudson Tool Steel, it's 5 to 20% tougher than S30V, and it has a higher edge retention than 440C and D2 steel. And D2 steel is present on the Benchmade Infidel. The coating here is a matte titanium PVD coating. Let's go over quickly the dimensions and weight. So the closed length from the front here to the glass breaker is going to be 4.9 inches. The open length from tip of the blade to the glass breaker is going to be 8.6 inches. And the width, that's going to be the widest point, not including the belt clip, from left to right, that's going to be 0.48 inches. And from the other width measurement I'd like to go over is going to be the widest point on the button to this side here. That's going to be 1.21 inches. And the weight is 3.49 ounces, which is considerably lighter compared to my Benchmade Infidel, which is 4.9 ounces. So next we're going to move on to just a quick little funny sharpness test. All right, so the test we're going to be doing today is the burlap sack slice with the Tekto A5 Spry on these 4 burlap sacks. All right, if you guys have any questions, just drop a comment down below, and I'll do my best to get back with you. Thank you all for watching.